Tatmeen and how we can help you properly onboard to Tatmeen. In the meantime, you can also post your questions on the chat. Yeah, we have my colleague Baha Abu Salim, the program director, joining us. You can post your questions on the chat as well, and I have my colleagues from the onboarding and support team who will be answering your questions as well. Please raise your hand if you have any question, and we will go by the queue. Also, if we were not able to answer your question during this call, please send us an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae. After this call, you will see a message on Teams that the recording is available. Even if you click on that link, it will not open because you need to be within the network of the company. So what we do is we share this video on YouTube and we will send you the link. So no need to try to access that Teams recording because we will be sharing it with you after the call on YouTube link. Okay, with that being said, we can start receiving your questions. We'll start with Anish. Anish, good morning.
Good morning, Nibal.
Good morning.
Yeah, myself, Anish. We are a third-party logistic team. So, suppose one of our client, they are getting some, trying to import some non-registered product. So the GTN number is mandatory for this non-registered product, right? To report in Tatmeen.
Registered for registered or unregistered, both you need to have a
Non-registered, non-registered.
both. You need the G10 for that.
Okay. Suppose in the GS1, our GS1 account, we have 100 barcodes available, GTN barcodes. So can we issue one barcode from our side to this client for this product? Is it possible?
I leave it to Mustafa.
So basically, when you talk about G10, right, this is your master data, right? So when you are talking about the barcodes, those are the serialized G10s, right? Serial number and G10s. Now, G10s which you have from GS1, you have to make sure that these are the G10s which represent this unregistered product. The process is that these unregistered products which are coming in and they are not they don't have a G10, you need to reach out to GS1 UAE to get a G10 for this particular unregistered product. And this G10 will be created for the license agent. Now, you are required to provide this G10 when you are issuing the import permit also, right? So this is even before.
So
And then
only the
basically,
sorry, please continue, please.
yeah. So basically, this is the process from master data point of view. Then you are talking about serialization, right? So you basically generate a serial number or bunch of serial numbers for this particular G10, right? When you're doing the serialization, right? So you say you have this G10 having a quantity of 1,000 which is coming in. So you have to have a separate serial numbers, serialized G10s for all those 1,000 items. So again, serial number generation, it's you can do it outside this not going to GS1 to get it. You can get it from GS1 also. When you basically serial number generation, there is a way to generate these serial numbers, randomized numbers based on your G10, and there's a lot of text out there. You can do it yourself also.
Yeah, we have the service. We have the service to provide the serial numbers because
Mhm.
we have serialization station. We have one. So my question is, if this G10 number, it can be allotted only by the licensed agent.
See, okay, there are different approaches on for the unregistered product, right? So one is the product is coming, it's already serialized, right? So everything is good, right? It's serialized, it has a serial number, it has a G10, right? So this
Yes.
is this is the happy scenario. The second scenario is that you are bringing this in, it's not serialized, this product is not serialized, but you know the manufacturer,
Yes.
which is if say in some other country, the manufacturer, you can reach out to the manufacturer that we need to basically serialize this product, so get a G10 and serialize this product. Because if the manufacturer, the MAH, is getting the G10, the same manufacturer MAH needs to do the serialization. You cannot do serialization on their behalf. or you can do it on their behalf, but I mean, basically you have to have that discussion with them. Third is that the product is not serialized and you don't know the G10 and you don't have contact with the MAH. Now the license agent becomes the owner of the product in UAE, right? So for that, the G10 will be generated based on the GCP of the license agent. For this,
Got it.
reach out to GS1
Licensed agent.
UAE to get the G10.
Okay. The licensed
Yeah,
agent has to reach out the GS1 to get the G10.
correct. Correct.
Any third party cannot approach on behalf of licensed agent for the G10, right?
See the product owners as from Tatmeen point of view, it's either the MAH or the
Or
license
the
agent.
licensed agent. Okay, got it.
And the commissioning can only be done by the MAH or license agent, either or, right? So yeah, 3PL cannot commission it and 3PL cannot serialize it. And 3PL cannot generate a G10 on, unless you license agent authorize you to do it. So do so, right?
Yeah, we have this serialization and aggregation station. We are trying with Ministry of Health to get approval for the serialization. Those products are coming in without serial numbers. So in that case, we can do it on behalf of licensed agent or MH, right? If ministry is approved.
Okay, so when I said you can do it on behalf of them, right? See, for example, I want you to do a service for me, right?
Yes.
For example, I'm a licensed agent. I want you to do a service for me. So then, yeah, you can do it, right, on behalf of me. But I'm authorizing you. But licensed agent is still, responsible, and MAH is still responsible.
Sure. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
team.
No problem. Thank you, Anish. Thanks. Zain, good morning, Zain.
Good morning. Assalamu
Yes.
alaikum, everyone. Yeah.
Alaikum salam.
Yeah. Just I have received a few minutes ago this email regarding for our case because we already uploaded for our local sales permit, but as per it was from last week, and still we are waiting. Our now we are in production stage, not so. When do you expect to solve this issue? Because as I explained in my emails, we have a lot of orders and we are waiting to upload to Tatmeen portal.
Okay, you are talking about commissioning against local sales permit in production.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, there's one more. So yeah, there is, see, it's a technical issue. It's with Mohab. We are trying to
Okay.
follow up. The permit status is the system does a validation on the permit status, and that means saying if it should be approved. So we are not getting that status back from Mohab. So they are investigating that issue, and as soon as they solve it, the onboarding team is going to communicate back to you guys.
When
But then-
tell me, yes.
Yeah, have you tested on the staging with the testing import permit? Have you completed your testing on staging?
Yeah, we completed the testing and staging, and we are now for production. When they are go to production, it is
Okay. Okay. So I was just going to propose that you can perform the testing on staging to ensure that everything is okay, so that once the problem is solved from the ministry side and we deploy it on production, you are 100% ready. But yeah, since you already did the testing, then things should be in place. You wanted to say something else?
No, just do you expect time for this? Because we I have here many questions from our production team and sales. All the order is pending to start because this is waiting to see what for this invoice.
See, it's outside our control. It's with Mohab, so we are continuously following up. So hopefully soon.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Josie Valdar,
Yeah, good morning.
good morning.
Yeah, my name is Josie. I'm from MedPharma plant, Sharjah. We have
Yes.
completed successfully the staging environment. That is actually with the help of vendor. In between some things like API key and it was generated by them. So now we are in production environment. So I need support to generate that API key.
API key for what?
for the commissioning.
Yeah, but you can do it yourself. It's a self-service. We don't need to do anything for that. It's the same way that you have generated for staging. You need to create a B2B user, go to the API hub, the live API hub, the production, and generate an API key from there.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
It's a
Okay, then.
self-service. Yeah, we're not generating anything from our side. Please go
Okay,
through
thank
the
you.
technical guideline. There is an explanation on how to create a B2B user, how to register for the API and get the API key.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
RKGV.
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Rajesh. Good morning.
Yeah, so we are trying to access the shipping history in product transfer. But when we check, we have given all the 2-3 months date range, but still we don't see any of our shipments in that list.
If you can please reach out, in an email with screenshots, and
Okay.
we'll look into the issue.
Okay, so that's where we do the cancel, right? Shipping cancel.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, which all the shipments which went out from your GLN, you should be able to see, and then you can cancel those.
Okay.
Only if the receiving is not done already, right? So,
Okay. Yeah.
and I'm curious to know, supply in what part of supply chain are you in right
Yeah,
now?
we are manufacturer.
You're a manufacturer, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can cancel that if
Yeah,
receiving is not done by the other party.
Yeah, sure. I will send a screenshot. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, Raj. Tawsif, good morning. Tawsif, can you please unmute yourself? Okay, Ashok. Okay, Majid.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Able to
Am I
unmute
audible?
yourself. Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, I have two questions. First is we are in the testing stage. So is it compulsory that the principal has to do commissioning for us, then only we can do testing, or we can do commissioning ourselves?
You are a licensed agent?
Yes, distributor.
Distributor. Is the product associated with your GLN on branding on GS1?
They are in the principal is doing that work. They are in the testing stage again with the Tatmeen. They are facing some issues.
Each product on branding will have two GLNs, the principal, which is the MH, the manufacturer, and the licensed agent. If you are the licensed agent and your GLN is associated with the product, then you can also do the commissioning and testing.
Okay, so I have to wait until they finalize with the Tatmeen.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you are the licensed agent and
Yes.
your GLN is registered with the product along with the principal, so both of you are there, any of you can commission.
So the principal has to register me for this GLN because I have only completed my GLN work, but the principal has to associate the brands SKUs with my GLN, right?
Is it the principal, or you can reach out to Bransing directly and ask them for that?
Fine.
I'm not sure what validation does Bransing perform to verify that you are the licensed agent and associate your GLN with the product.
So it is.
Sorry, just to
So
interject.
it is.
So when the data is coming from the MOHAP drug registration system, so the license agent name is defined there, right? So Bransing basically is injecting the GLN for that license agent, whatever license agent name is defined.
Okay, so I need to sort this matter with the brand sync level.
Correct.
Yeah.
But you know what you can also do? Go to the portal, Tatmeen portal, and go in the master data. And if you see if you can see any products there. If you see any products there, that means these products, basically your GLN is assigned to these products.
Already assigned. Okay, fine. master data product display. So I go to the product display here, loading, and there is no product displayed. That means I need to check this with the principal as well as branding. This is fine. And the last thing is like our existing stocks, how I can commission them, like because the customers are asking for our compliance with the Tatmeen system. So my existing stocks in the warehouse.
So your existing stock, when you're importing these stocks, right?
Yes.
At that time, you're basically commissioning them. So, if the stock is already inside the UAE supply chain, these are custom cleared and they're already there. So you cannot commission them at that time now because, it has to go through the process of when they're getting imported or
Exactly.
locally produced, right? So can you please elaborate a bit more on your scenario when you say
So,
existing stocks?
yeah, with the MOH permit we have taken, but that time this SSMC and all that was not there, like the stickers and labels for cartoons, on the cartoons it was not there, on the container, on the cartoons. The packs are having the G10 and all that, but the cartoons and all that, the container that was not having any SSMC labels. And so
But have they been imported already, or they are basically right now in the free trade zone right now, and you need to import them in UAE?
no, the goods lying in my warehouse, which already we received like 3 months back, maybe, or 6 months back, unsold
And
goods.
okay, and your warehouse is in mainland UAE, right? This is what I
Mainland,
understand.
yes.
Okay, yeah, they're already with you. Now you cannot commission them. What
Fine.
Nibal earlier sent out this, Excel sheet with which the existing stocks which you have currently at your
Yes.
location, you need to basically share that information with us.
Okay.
So basically the false alerts are not generated. But they are not going to be tracked in Tatmeen.
Got it. It was very helpful, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Tawsif, I have allowed the mic for everyone, so can you please try again and unmute yourself now?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Yes, we hear
Okay,
you.
thank you. Thank you for the needful. Sir, my name is Tausif. I had one question. We had raised one case number MN02WK07 RS071. I've just put it in chat as well.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, this we are drugstores who are based out of Dubai. Okay, and we have one of our importers, MH, which is based out of India. Okay, they are trying to, they have already done the commissioning part, and it says it's completed. But and with second Excel upload, they are trying to pack and send it to us. Okay, we are still in the staging stage, and we are not able to do that because when we are trying to upload, it's asking to upload the import permit.
Yeah, we're looking into this, Tawsif. But ideally speaking, if you want your partners to test it, please ask them to test very few items. And the sequence of the items, please refer to the training manual for file upload, which explains everything. But what I have seen from your file is that the testing file for you is also very long with lots of rows and products. Try with the minimum, which is few G10s, few serial numbers G10s to be commissioned, one SSCC to be commissioned, and then pack those SG10s in the SSCC. That is a simple testing for you to ensure that things are working as planned. But anyways, in your case, we are looking into it. We know your case and we're looking into it.
Perfect. So my second question was, apart from doing this, if we want to do some internal testing, doing the means starting with commissioning, receiving, shipping, and all. So is there any way that we can directly means commission any of our products which is already registered with us from
Yes.
using our login?
Yes, you have a staging login.
Yeah.
If you are the MAH or the licensed agent for any product, then you can do the commissioning on the testing environment. You can also use a sample import permit that is published on the training manual for a technical guideline for manufacturers. You can find it on the website as well. There is a sample import permit number that you can use for testing. And then you can do packing, shipping for all the products that you have commissioned.
Okay, done. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your
You're
reply. I'll
welcome.
just try myself and I'll let you know. Thank you.
Yes, you have access to the staging.
Yes, I do have the access to the staging.
Yes, you can do the commissioning, mobile commissioning, file upload commissioning. You can test those if you want.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Yes. Yes.
Hello. Hi. I'm Karthikeyan.
Sorry.
Is it audible? Hello.
We are, the next in line is M.
Yeah, so it is
Safa.
audible. Is it audible? Hello.
Yes, it is audible. And please hold on a second. Please hold
Yeah.
on a second.
Yeah.
Yes, apologize for that. We had to allow the mic for everyone because Tawsif was not able to unmute himself. We will go back to the questions as per the queue. The next in line is M. Safa. M. Safa, can you please unmute yourself? M. Safa. Okay. Kartijai Selvi, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Now it's audible.
Yes, we do hear you. Yes.
Yeah. So, Tausif, he is a distributor for UAE market. We are from we are the manufacturing side. We are handling Nari. We are from Nari. So actually, we have uploaded the commissioning data in Tatmeen, but we are unable to upload the packaging. That is aggregation event. We are unable to upload in Tatmeen. So we are going for manual upload. We have refer the Tatmeen guide only. So we uploaded the 20,000 serial number in Tatmeen for Nari product. So now we are unable to upload the commissioning data, that is SSA number. Is there any manual or because we have if we put blank for permit, it is showing us it is blank. If we upload with permit number as a sample permit number, then it is showing us an error. You should not.
Kartijai, as I informed Tawsif earlier, and for the benefit of the time, we are looking into your case. We will get back to you on the case number as it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and another doubt. Then we or the MAH we have uploaded the data in Tatmeen, but again distributor can upload the same data. If they are trying to upload also, it is showing us it is already commissioned.
Yes, that is something that we have seen. You have commissioned already the products, and then someone else is trying to commission the same serial number, which will not work.
Okay. Then how the
Yeah.
distributor can see the serial number?
He cannot see the serial number, but if it's on Tatmeen, then once they try to commission it again, Tatmeen will reject it.
So just for us to understand, you are representing the MAH or the manufacturer.
Yeah.
They are the manufacturer.
They are the manufacturer. So you commissioned and did you ship it to the license agent?
We have commissioned, just we have uploaded the file, but we have not transferred to the distributor in Tatmeen portal. Yeah.
So once you ship it to the distributor, distributor can receive it and then he can use the product verification option to see the hierarchy.
Okay, so it is mandatory to upload the data with aggregation, or can we do because we have already uploaded, right? So if we try to upload only the packaging event, that mean will allow to upload the packaging event.
Yeah, it will. It will. It's just that with SSCC, you mentioned import permit. Import permit is only for SG10s.
Yeah, that port permit is only for SGATN, and for SSC it is mentioned as a blank. So I have mentioned blank and I have uploaded, but it is showing error as you need to mention permit number for SSC number for commissioning the data.
You're using file upload or what are you using?
I'm using file upload.
Okay. You know, there's something, they're doing something wrong with the file upload, which we are trying to investigate. But the thing is, we requested a smaller file to test, but still it's a long file. Anyways, we are investigating again for the third time. We are investigating your case. Your case is in our table. We are looking into it and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Yeah. The problem with file upload, especially for long files, is that we have to go through them line by line to know where did you do anything wrong. And that is taking time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Ahsan. Ahsan, good morning. Ahsan, can you please unmute yourself?
Can you hear
Yes,
me?
we do. We do.
Yeah. Hi. Okay. This is just a confirmation that this for any SSC or any JITN, it need to be converted to URN and ECP format. That is mandatory, right? For to submit
EPCIS.
any request,
Yes.
right? And for
Mhm.
that, GCP is a must. That we should know the GCP of for that particular JITN or SSC.
Yes.
And currently, there is no automated way to find that out.
No, it doesn't need to be automated. It's a master data activity, right?
So
If you
how
know it
would
once, then you can use it every time.
yeah. I mean, how would we know once? Like because
Pushpa,
there, if we are a dispenser at the last stage, so we can only reach our supplier, fine, and then there is a manufacturer, and originally it is issued by the manufacturer. The GCP is of manufacturer.
Okay. Sorry, we were having an internal chat about this. Can you just repeat the last part? Apologies.
I said that we are a dispenser, so we are the last node, right? So we can only reach our supplier, fine, and then they somehow have to get from the manufacturer the GCP. This is how the flow will work, and I mean, I'm trying to understand that how we will get the first time right now. I mean, if there is no automated way available.
See, we are developing an API. So Branching is working on an API to provide this as a service. So you can pass the GTN and it will split it up and give it back to you. But for now, Mustafa,
Yeah, you can also use the GEPIR website. Either you can reach out to GS1 Branching to get this information, or you can use the GEPIR website. This is GS1 website. And sorry.
I have been to the website. They have multiple manual ways. I mean, you can go to website that is CAPTCHA protected. We try to actually automate there as well. But I'm just asking, there is no automated way at the moment. I mean, it's supposed to be automated, right?
Yeah.
Just confirming that
Yes.
there is no automated. So, I mean, actually, we cannot go to live if it is not automated, because otherwise, every time we receive the product, we first have to get somehow the GCPs manually, and then do our receiving process. Let's say for us, it starts from receiving.
yeah, but see, even let's say, for example, when this API is exposed, you shouldn't be calling it on every event. So that should be
That
you
you
do it
explained that
once
in
and
last.
record it as a master
We
data.
have created our format that we are creating our own database. So every time, and we are internally creating a mapping for JITN with our products as well. Anyways, so we are keeping this extra information as well for future. But
Correct.
beginning, this is the idea. That's it. So just wanted to confirm that it is not automated at the moment.
No, not yet. Thank you, Ahsan.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ashok, can you please unmute yourself? Ashok? Amol, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Amol. I'm based out of Boston. We are an electronic medical records vendor, and we are helping our client meet these regulations. So we are into the requirements gathering phase now, and so we are a little bit behind than the others on this call. I had a few questions. I would start with like, what if incoming medication do not tally with the info coming in SSCC or the invoice? Like, our client is a pharmacy. Okay, so dispenser is the role they're playing. And so this incoming medication is not tallying with the SSCC or the invoice. Then in that event, do we accept the order partially or we reject it? And what if excess order is delivered? How do we handle that situation?
See, okay, so, if if we step back, right? So you're a dispenser, right? So your client is a dispenser. Now
Yes.
they are not part of commissioning, and they're not part of import process, and they're not part of local manufacturing. So just let's clear that out.
Yeah.
What they are going to, they're basically going to receive the products from another supply chain partner, right? So basically a distributor or manufacturer. Now, when they're sending that information to you, right? They're sending the shipment to you. They are basically going to be using your location number, GLN, where they're basically sending the shipment, and you have to receive that shipment. This is what your role is, and then you can basically, when you talk about SSCC, I'm a little confused, right? Basically, you're not part of aggregation process, although at a dispensary, you might have to unpack and repack and send it to, if you have multiple locations, you might have to send it to another location. So that might be a scenario for you, depending on what your operations are. But then you basically are, if you're doing that SSCC if you're doing any packing, then you would be requiring a new SSCC. And, we have a facility on our website. So, if you want to elaborate a little bit more.
Yes, yes,
when you talk about
absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
What is it
So-
that doesn't tally?
What's that again?
What is it that doesn't tally? The quantity?
Yes, the quantity or
Tatmeen
the
doesn't track quantity. Tatmeen tracks item number, serial number only. So if
correct.
he sends you an SSCC and you receive that SSCC, all the SG10s inside that SSCC will be transferred to your facility.
Correct.
If he's sending you serial numbers, if on Tatmeen 10 items and you received only 5, the other 5 you will not know about.
Correct.
So
That is
there's no quantity there.
right.
And there
So
is another service which we have on our portal, that is product verification, right? So if you go in that particular service, when you scan an SSCC, and if there is a hierarchy under that SSCC, it's going to show you a hierarchy button. You click on that, it will tell you exactly what is there in Tatmeen, for that particular hierarchy.
And see,
Right,
just to add to what Mustafa and Nibal were saying. So let's say, for example, your order was for 1,000 Panadol boxes. And when you receive that shipment, it's let's say there's an aggregation, 2 level, 1 level, whatever that is. Now you see this is more than what I was expecting. Then there are two options. While it's in transit, this can be cancelled by the shipper. So you can tell him, okay, cancel the shipment, I'm not going to accept it anymore. And then he resends it to you according to whatever that is. Now outside the system, what you return, what you do, that's your process. Another option is you receive it and then you do a ship return. Now, if you do a partial ship return, then you have to unpack it and then do a ship return. So these are two cases where you can then decide, okay, which one I want to keep and which one I want to send back.
So if I'm returning a partial shipment, then it is not my botheration to generate any codes for that shipment, right? It will be just between me and the supplier.
Yeah, so it depends on how. So see, that needs a serial number. So when you're doing a shipping return, you can go through the training manuals. It will ask you which serial numbers you are sending back. Now, if you're sending, let's say, the entire aggregated unit, then you just scan that and then you do a ship return. If you are unpacking and then the next level is the saleable unit, then either you pack it or just select each one of them and send it back. So it depends on how you want to do it.
Okay, and if I'm expecting 10, but I received only 5, as Nepal mentioned, I think. So in that case, I can if I have to reject it, then that also needs to be reported on the Tatmeen.
Yeah, see, if let's say, for example, there can be two ways of looking at it. And again, it's driven from how you operate. So let's say you were looking for 10 quantity and they sent 5. Tatmeen doesn't know your warehouse management system or what was the purchase order for. So you can accept 5 and say, okay, send me remaining 5. Or if your how you work is, no, I will accept the entire thing or I will reject the entire thing, then you can do both ways. So cancellation, shipping return, or accept or unpack, these are few things which will help you in doing any of these operations.
Okay. Yeah.
So for
And
us, in principle, maybe this might help you. In principle, what's happening is that when you receive it, now it's in your GLN. So now you are the owner for that. You can do all sorts of action on that, unpack, pack, damage, sold, whatever that is. And then you pass it on another entity. When they receive it, they become the responsible and the owner for that product. So that's what Tatmeen is tracking, the serial number and who is it with, and then whoever has the stock gets that authorization to play with the stock.
And there can be a scenario where the sender has sent you a wrong shipment, right? Basically, when you're doing the shipment,
yes.
you have to provide the destination GLN. Now, if it is sent to a wrong location by mistake, then you can simply not receive it in Tatmeen, and they can simply cancel it, right? Because it was supposed to go to some other GLN. So that scenario is also there.
And if I'm making a transfer from pharmacy A to pharmacy B, okay, now I received the product at pharmacy A, now I'm also transferring it to B, then in that case, would I need to create any SSCC on the Tatmeen portal or any labeling to send that?
So it's very simple, right? So the SSCCs which are already there, right, when it's coming in as packed items. So if it's already there, then basically you don't have to create new SSCCs. But you have unpacked it, and now you are packing it in another, packing hierarchy, right? So for that, you'll have to have a new SSCC label generated, and there's a facility on Tatmeen you can do that.
Okay. And a supplier can have multiple GLNs as well, right? A supplier is, let's say, located in 3 different locations, so they're going to have their the unique GLNs, right? So we need to be capturing the GLN from where we are receiving the supplies, or there will be just one GLN for one supplier, even if they have multiple locations.
Yeah, they can have multiple unique locations, right? And that's fine. Wherever you are receiving these particular items from, when you are basically registering the receiving event with Tatmeen, at that time, Tatmeen already knows where it's getting shipped from, right? So you don't have to really mention the where it's getting shipped from. Tatmeen already knows, but what you need to do is basically receive them.
Okay. And in one of your slide, this is my last question. In one of your slide, you mentioned there is an SSCC at the master case level as well. So there is a pallet level SSCC, and there is there could be SSCC at master case level as well. Is that the case?
Yeah, just think of this. There are 4 levels, right? You have your secondary packaging, secondary pack or saleable unit. That's always an SG10. And then you at the very top, there's a pallet, right? That's always an SSCC. In between, there are 2 levels, which is a bundle and a shipper case. Bundle and a shipper case can be either an SSCC or an SG10. If you go with the SSCC, the difference is when you have a G10, right, an SG10, basically it is backed up by a master data record, right, a product master record, even for the logistics unit. And if you're going with SSCC, that is just you can generate those SSCCs, a linear barcode with a unique serial number.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ashok. Thank you. For 1 minute only, I am allowing the mic for everyone because I think one of the callers was not able to unmute himself. Okay, now it's done. Amol, can you please unmute yourself?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Can you hear
salam.
me?
Yes.
My name is Sabah. I'm calling from Baneri Group.
Mhm.
And I just want to know, like, for the Tatmeen GLN location, like now
Sorry,
we are
Sabah,
providing.
Sabah, it's not, sorry to interrupt you, Sabah. We
Yeah,
have
okay.
Amol was trying to unmute himself, it didn't work.
No, I'm all set.
Amol,
Thank you. I was the one before.
okay,
Thank you.
okay, so that's fine, okay. I have to go by the queue, sorry, Sabah, it's Thomas.
Yeah, no, hello everyone. Can you hear
Good
me?
morning. Yes,
Okay.
good.
A quick question. We are the MAH. I'm the Spock, and I'm inviting users to the Tatmeen database. Is that correct? That once I've created a request, there's no way to delete it and or modify it. All I can do, okay. So there's no other way than raising the ticket to please, I don't know, remove it so I can resend it, because, for example, I have one part where I need to change from mobile portal to service.
We
And,
can do that, even ourselves. Yeah, it's for clear reasons, I think, yeah.
It's not possible. You cannot change the type.
Okay, and once it's created, how to remove it or change
You can
it?
disable it. Once a user is created, you can disable
You can
it.
disable a user.
I'm sorry, what?
Disable a user. The Spock can disable a user.
I can disable the user and send another another invite to the same email address.
No. Once
So,
it's created, it's created.
okay, but do you understand the issue that can be? Because now we have to create a new email address just because I've made the mistake when setting it up with portal instead of service.
What you're saying makes sense, but right now this is what it is.
The main reason is that the activities performed by that user have to be captured on Tatmeen and remain on Tatmeen. We cannot delete it because it's a record there.
Okay, but they haven't made any. They haven't not been signed up. Let's say.
Yeah,
It's still
I
an
hear you.
open invitation.
Yeah, what you're saying, I hear you, and we are looking at this. That when you, let's say, for example, do an invitation, and before invitation accepted, to give options, maybe cancel it or revert it. But right now, it's not there.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Prof. Thanks. Mustafa Safar, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes, we hear you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I tried to scan using the GTIN and serial number in the Spoke account.
Yes.
Three different items I tried, but the message was the EPIC ID number, that is a 33-digit number in the event doesn't exist.
Okay, you are a dispensary, right? You are a dispensary, you are a pharmacy or a hospital?
Actually, this is the care hospital pharmacy under the group of facility. Like we have the pharmacy and hospital OP.
Okay.
This is the OP pharmacy and hospital together.
Yeah, the items that you are scanning, are they on Tatmeen?
The items, I really, but this is the real invoiced delivery items that I
Yes.
tried in the STG portal.
Yes. Okay, but Tatmeen started on 13th of December. So all products entering the country after 13th of December are being reported to Tatmeen. Any products that entered the UAE before the December 13th were not reported on Tatmeen, were not commissioned on Tatmeen. You might be trying to scan items that entered the country before December 13th, and this is why you're getting the error message. You need to check with your supplier on whether those items are commissioned on Tatmeen or not, then you can test them or scan them. But if they are sending you stock from the existing stock that entered the country before that date, they are not on Tatmeen. So when you scan them, you will not receive anything.
Okay, so this even if this delivery was made recently, according to your now what you have said, if it has entered the country before 13th of December, we will not find it in the system. That's what you're trying to say?
Yes, correct. Correct. Yes.
Okay, so for all the validations and verification on the STG portal, it should be
No, on staging portal, the manufacturer must have done some testing, and then the licensed agent must have done also testing. So you need to reach out to the licensed agent and ask him to send you items on Tatmeen virtually. So can you please scan some of the items that are already on Tatmeen and make shipping events to us? Once he does that, he will give you the serial numbers of the items that he sent you, and then you need to receive them and then dispense them for testing only. Again, that's virtually. It's not the real items. It's just items on Tatmeen. On staging,
okay.
we're talking about staging, testing environment.
Okay, so that need not be the real invoiced items.
I don't know what you're referring to by invoice items.
No, invoice means in the sense it was a real delivery.
Real delivery, it depends on the item. If the item entered after December 13 to the UAE, then it has to be commissioned and then you can test it. You can perform the scanning to it.
Okay, so and then after this STG testing and validation only we can go to the production, right?
Correct. Correct. That's the instructions from the ministry. We need to ensure that whoever is using the production system, the live Tatmeen, has already done some testing and knows what to do.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Bye.
Srinivas. Srinivas, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I have one question regarding the shipment and transfer inside the hospital group. For example, we are working for one client. They are using the shipment entry in between. They want
Sorry,
to
we can't
transfer.
hear you well, Srinivas. Your voice is a little bit low.
Yeah. Now can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, we have one client, okay, which they will do the internal transfers with the shipment entry. Okay, like from a group of hospitals and from one pharmacy to another pharmacy, they will do the shipment entry and they will receive the medicine through GRM. Okay. So in that case, how we can do the shipment entry in Tatmeen?
Okay. You as a pharmacy group or a hospital group, you cannot do the shipment entry to Tatmeen. You cannot do commissioning. Only the manufacturer or the licensed agent can do the commissioning. You can just do internal transfer. What you can do is if you have your items in your central warehouse or in your hospital and you want to transfer it to some other hospital or pharmacy, the first thing you need to do is once you receive it, you need to make receiving. And once you send it, you need to perform sending messages. Those can either be, you need to pack them in some sort of hierarchy. An SSCC, most probably, where you will put the items, pack them in that SSCC, and then ship it to the next pharmacy.
Sending sense which message we can use it, because here we don't have the sending, right? The sample postman collection, what it is given.
Shipping events. Shipping.
Okay, shipping, return shipping, right?
Yes. Yes.
Shipping and receiving.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Same. Okay. There's no shipment. Only we have to do the internal transfers.
I didn't get the last thing. Sorry.
We have only internal transfers, right? To Tatmeen.
Product transfer. You can use the product transfer. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Second. Next caller, Tawsif, you're with us again. Can you please unmute yourself? Okay. Sabah, can you please unmute yourself? Sabah? Sabah, can you unmute yourself? Okay, Muhammad Ismail.
Yeah, sending a message now. Again, I'm unable to unmute.
Okay, we have to. Thing is, if we allow everyone to unmute, we will have everyone unmuting at the same time. Um,
Hi, this is Mohammed Ismail.
Sorry, it's we need to go by the queue. I apologize, Muhammad. Tawsif, can you please unmute yourself? Tawsif? Okay. Sabah, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, sorry that I interrupted. I changed your order, and
No.
I just came to ask you regarding the GLN for the location you are providing a GLN, and when we are making the payment for one-time payment, the annual, not the annual, one-time payment, and later if you are changing the location, for example, the drugstore location, we might change after
Sabah?
2-3 years. Yeah.
Sabah, you're referring to GS1, GLN, correct?
Yeah, GLN number. Yeah, location
Okay.
GLN number.
We are two companies working on the same project, two technology operators. We are responsible for Tatmeen and anything that happens on Tatmeen. The master data, which is the GLN and the product details, this comes from GS1. It's a separate company, so we cannot answer questions on their behalf. We recommend that you reach out to them on tatmeen@gs1-uae.org. That's their email address, and you can reach out to them for any challenges you're facing.
Okay. So GS1, we have to communicate with them. Huh?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for the information.
You're welcome. Thanks. Muhammad Ismail. Muhammad, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi.
Hello. Yes, we hear you.
Yes, we are MH, okay, local MH. I just have two questions. One is related to a file size, a data quantity. As far as we know that there was earlier 50,000 units can only be shipped at one time, right? The file and in average, what we got a confirmation from Tatmeen on the mail is 10 MB. So I just want to know that is there the capacity of the file size is increased or it is remain same?
There was no update on the file size. It's still the same.
Because we had a lot of issues we communicated last time, and we were expecting, because the L4 implemented for us is having a challenge to deal with the bigger size of file, because we have a quantity of 2 lakhs of one batch. And as a MAH, I feel it is very difficult to accommodate with this minimum size of acceptance in Tatmeen. If your technical team work on it and increase the size, that would be much more better to us. Otherwise, it will be more challenging for L4 implementer for us to do this.
So any update on the file size, the 50,000 items per transaction per AP size file? This is what he is saying.
Yeah, that's fixed. So the 50,000 AP size serial numbers, and then maximum file size can be 10 MB.
This is very limited.
Why?
Because this MH usually will face this problem. I'm just telling behalf of all MH, because our batch size will go more than 50,000. It is very minimum batch size will come 50,000, but most of the batches 90% comes more than 50,000. Sometimes it goes to 3 lakhs unit.
Yeah, so you can split the file.
Until unless you have a big L4 implementer like ATTP and RFXL and all, the rest other implementer will face a lot of problems, and it will be very difficult. So we just request that if you can relook into the size, it can increase, that will solve MH problems, where the MH dealing with not like standard ATP and all kind of suppliers, but the implementer like the L4, where like L3, for example, we have L3 and L4 is the same supplier. So it's a little challenge for implementer to accommodate this minimum size of reporting.
Yeah, but you can always split the file, right?
This is it again. The L4 level, the product solution has to be develop or redesign, and to increase the size, is split the file. It's so much challenge, and it impacts to MH in point of costing also.
But see, this is what the industry has been doing, and we have provided options on how you can split the file. If you are just splitting the file, so your assembly line can run how it's running, your serial numbers can be stored in your L4 system. When you're commissioning it to Tatmeen, you just have to split the file according to 50,000 messages max limit.
This
So
is
that's the
something.
limit.
This is
That's
something
the
actually
limit.
which needs to be developed, which most of the L4 implementer will not have this. A very minimum implementer like HTTP and RFXL will have this. So I have experience of different reporting like Europe and US and all. So there is much more capacity, more than this.
Yeah, but what is the main challenge of splitting the file?
Yeah, the application, the L4, the solution will not be having capability to split. Like for example, if you have 2 lakhs of quantity of unit, it has to split into 4 events, right? 50, 50, 50.
Yeah,
So
and that's what we're saying.
In case if you have a 3 lakhs, then the L4 solution may have only limitation of to split on 4 events. Then again you need to create a separate and at aggregation level also you need to have a different file, an event separate aggregation file. So there will be a lot of challenge on level 3 and level 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, there has to be a limit. If you're saying it can, if they can't split on any level, then we can't just open it for any number of quantities. So there has to be a limit, and you have to understand that Tatmeen is not a company system which is integrating with only your company systems. It's a system which is integrating with all the partners. So we have to put some limits in order to ensure that performance is maintained. So this is what we have decided. Yeah, let me just complete. Sorry. So this is what we have decided, and this is how the system is working optimally for everybody. So if there's a bit of work on your side, then that needs to be done. But system provided, but it says that we are asking you to split it. So if there is development on your side, anybody who has to integrate will have to do some sort of development, right?
Yeah, I absolutely respect what the decision in the system what you have. I'm not telling that we should not have some any kind of a limit. Yes, we should have a limit, but this limit what is fixed is so much very limited. This is what I'm saying. I'm not telling that we don't need to keep any limit, but we need to, if there is any scope and opportunity to increase the limit, that would be better. Because even I tested for 10 MB, no file is not getting successful. So I just keep it cut off 8 MB. Now it's working. So see, this is 10 MB is also a challenging sometimes.
Because two things. One is the number of EPCS messages, and then the 10 MB is the max limit. So if you're sending an 8 MB file, I don't think it will be 50,000. It will be more than 50,000. 50,000 cannot reach 10 MB. 50,000 will maximum reach 4 MB or 3 point something MB.
Okay, all right. This is just my input to you, the challenge what we are facing, and kind of a suggestion to you to if you can look into this. The second question is, I think I know you will. It's related to that. We supposed to just report it and to Tatmeen, but we are facing a local sales permit application. Again, it's a MOH, but we are not getting a proper response from that. In that case, what we need to do, the local sales permit is mandatory to put in the file and report to Tatmeen.
So you're talking about staging or production?
The production.
Yeah, so production, we were talking earlier at the start of this call, there is an issue. We are following up with Mohab. So they are looking on it on priority. We had a chat with them today morning as well. So probably you'll get an update soon.
So in that case, still there is the solution. I mean, the issue is resolved. What about the shipments? If we're supposed to ship to the, because we have a local MH.
Yeah, that message was clear from the ministry. The ministry is not stopping any shipment for any technical challenges related to Tatmeen at the moment. We are still, until the moment, they haven't stopped any shipment. We don't know when they will start stopping shipments for Tatmeen connectivity. But yeah, we cannot answer on their behalf.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dr. Mukesh, can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you very much, everyone. It's nice to understand the process. My name is Dr. Mukesh. I'm representing DuFarm. We are local distributor here. The question was same, but your answer just now, which we have received, but there was a confusion, which that's why I raised my hand. I must Mr. Mustaq, saying that we have initiated the process by December 13th, and every product need to be commercialized and has to be there in Tatmeen. But now, as you discussed, that the process is not yet still commercialized, only it is in the staging stage, right?
Yes.
So that's where the confusion raised, but you have to be very clear in terms of what is the staging. We are still in staging environment, or we are not yet commercialized, or we are not yet live. And when we are going to live is not clear, right?
Sorry, live is there. Shipments are there on live since the 13th of December. However, the ministry did not stop incoming shipments from entering the country if they are
So
not commissioned.
that's what the confusion is now. If I am importing a shipment, do I have to go live because I am not able to
Yes.
go live till now?
Yes. Yes. Ideally, yes, you have to go live. Yes. The law says you have to be live. Now, the
But we are not.
implementation or the enforcement is something else.
So that's what the question is. If we are not live, then what is the complication?
Again, the law says you have to be live. Now, the government, the ministry is not stopping the shipments from entering the country yet, but we don't know when they will start stopping the shipments. So for
Okay.
your own benefit, it's better to be live now.
Okay, no problem. Now we are in Feb. So what about December to Feb?
Some of the shipments, or let's say most of the shipments, were successfully commissioned to Tatmeen. However, those who imported shipments that are not commissioned to Tatmeen, the ministry did not stop them. They are also in the market, just like
Yeah.
the shipments that entered the country before December 13th.
Yes. So what to do with those shipments which are not been there in the system during this time
Okay.
period?
You can distribute them and sell them normally. There is no stopping on that.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what our question was. But when is the deadline, or is it a deadline going to happen there?
The
So
deadline.
as we can prepare ourselves.
Sorry.
That's what we want to understand. When
Yeah. Again, the deadline was December 13th, 2022.
And still there was no, we can import it without any complication, and we can proceed further until
cannot
MOH
assure you.
interfere.
Yeah, I
Until
cannot
MOH
assure you. Yeah, I cannot give you the security, the assurance that your shipment coming next week will enter normally. That is up to the ministry to decide.
Okay, so we can directly communicate to ministry regarding this. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you. Thanks. Dr. Saad? Sorry, Tawsif, are you still with us?
Yes. I have actually several questions. I have in front of me right here the B2B test exclusion template. Yeah. But a lot of it doesn't really apply to us. Can we put just not applicable?
Yes, sir. Yes.
We are small pharmacy, retailer. We never ship anything. We have no home delivery, for example. Of course, we do receive shipment. Rarely return anything to the warehouse or the company where we bought them from. So the questions that I have is like test sample. How do we do the test sample?
Yes, Dr. Saad, if any of the test scenarios is not applicable to you, you can just put NA, not applicable, and send it to us. But as a dispensary, you need to do the basic testing, which is receiving a shipment from a distributor and dispensing it. For home deliveries that you mentioned, it's beyond the scope of Tatmeen. Once you sell an item, whether you sell it as a home delivery or you sell it to a patient
No,
in front of you,
we don't do
it's
home
dispensed.
delivery. We don't have
Yeah,
home
it's
delivery.
anyways, it's not within the scope of Tatmeen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on the same form, I write things. That's how it is.
Yes, but you need to have real cases or test cases that were successful. You need to reach out to your license agent, distributor, and tell him, can you please send me some items so that I can test on them? because even on staging, you cannot scan any item in your dispensary, in your pharmacy. You need to have those items already reported to Tatmeen staging before you can do the testing on that.
Okay. The other question I have on your website, do you have like most asked questions and answers?
Yes, it's there, doctor.
Because like I am here sitting in front of the computer and I don't really understand everything that has been said. So if you have like list them on your website, frequently asked questions and answers.
They are there, doctor. They are there.
Do you have that or you don't have that right now?
They are on the website.
Yeah, and on the website, do you have frequently asked questions?
Yes, sir.
دكتور موجودين على الويب سايت.
Recording also recording. Ask them recording of this all the system.
They do have it, you said?
They said yes, they have.
Okay. All right, very good. So because if we review all the questions and answers, it will give us better feel for what we have to do.
Yes, they are there, doctor. Yes. And they are on two sections. One on the home page, you can find FAQ. And another one, when you go to onboarding journey, the last tab on the right, it mentions also FAQ file. You can download that PDF file, print it out if you want, and share it with anyone in your within your reach.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Tawsif, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes.
I'd like to give the opportunity for rest of the people, and if
Okay,
time
so
permits,
I will
I'll
lower
ask
your
it.
hand. I will lower
Yes.
your hand then. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Ashok, you asked us questions.
Yeah.
Do you have other questions?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, but the voice is low.
Sorry. I'm Ashok Solanki. I am IT representative of UK-based MH. Currently, I tried to request EPSC request in B2B in staging portal, but I got the destination GLN error. I already raised the query to Tatmeen, but I got a reply that you need to contact Branching. Whenever I request to Branching, that the Branching reply me to you need to contact Tatmeen. So I'm still confused who we provide for destination GLN in staging portal. I already used the production.
Ashok, sorry, Ashok, we can't hear you well. We didn't understand the problem.
I tried to request EPC request in B2B in staging portal, but I got the destination GLN error. Hello.
Okay, what are you using as destination GLN?
I used one product my vendor GLN in a destination portal, but it's a production, so that's why it's not matched. So anybody provide me the destination GLN for staging portal?
No, the destination GLN will be from the partner. So that what you did is right. But what you're saying, when you got that GLN from the partner, what happened? You tried that and didn't work?
Yeah, I already tried it, but it's production GLN. My vendor GLN is production from production environment. So maybe that's the reason it's not met. But staging portal, do you have any destination GLN for staging testing?
So staging and production, G10 and GLN are all the same. So Branching production integrates with staging, that means staging and that means production both. So if there is a GLN which they have registered with Branching, this will be available in both systems, staging and production.
Okay, means I can use the production GLN in a destination GLN, like for staging portal.
Yeah.
I have one other question, sir. For a manufacturer, for a manufacturer, you have three API. I think request token, APSC request, and message query. Now you added two more production verifications and stolen. So for the three I have got request body. All of them how to be request to using B2B. But for now for product verification and stolen, I not got any request body how to be request what request you expected for B2B. So we have any technical document for that.
Yeah, there is. We are upgrading the manufacturer guide and the logistic guide with the additional APIs we are rolling, and there are more. So if you are a manufacturer, then there is a batch recall, there is destruction. Destruction is for everybody. So there are more APIs, and the documentation is currently in review. It goes through multiple stages before we can publish it. So you will find documentation for this soon.
Okay, we need to wait for that, right?
Yes, yes.
And I have one more question, sir. If ever two scenario, if the MH is the local means UAE and another is the MH is in foreigner. So for if the foreigner then the MH is responsible for EPC request, but if MH is in UAE and the manufacturer is foreigner, then who will the request EPC request? Which SSCP will be used for a pellet?
Sorry, I lost you in the end. So you said there is foreign and local, and then what was the scenario?
My scenario is that if the MH is UAE and the manufacturer from foreigner means UK based manufacturer, then who will request EPC request and which SSCT will to use for pellet barcode?
Okay, so first of all, if you are commissioning, only two entities can commission. One is either the MAN GLN or the scientific office GLN, which is applied or which is entered when you are saving G10 data, when the product owner is managing his G10 data in brand. So brand saying they have to manage the MA GLN. Whatever GLN is put in that place, that is the GLN who can commission. And the second one is the license agent GLN. And for MA GLN, ministry allowed to MA GLN or the scientific office GLN. So technically, there is a validation. So until unless that GLN is there, system won't allow you to commission. Secondly, what SSCC you can use now? SSCC, if you have a different company prefix from the G10 number, that's fine. You can reach out to BrandSync. They will add it as an additional GCP and you can still use it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. Rivati, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, I'm from Gulf Drug. My question is, like we are distributors. Now, like our system is somewhat in place. So, from some of our supplier, we are receiving Tatmeen shipments and some not. Whatever we are receiving, Tatmeen shipments, commission shipments, we are receiving in our system also. But in the dispatch level, all the customers are not aligned to this. So, like it's fine to dispatch to all, right?
Rivati, you're referring to their GLN. So you're saying your customers do not have GLN, correct?
Not all, yeah.
Okay, you said, yeah, I think the majority are having. Whoever is not having will have to answer some questions to the ministry in the coming few weeks or months. So what we urge you to do is that you ensure that whoever you are selling items to already has a GLN. You need to urge them to get a GLN, because in the end, those products will be pending with you if you do not urge them to get a GLN and send the items to their GLN on Tatmeen. You should be doing also some discussions with your clients.
Yeah, we are obviously we are doing discussion with pharmacies, but if they don't have GN, whether we can haul their invoices, we can haul their LP, we cannot. So we will haul the supply. Is it fine?
We have nothing to do with that. That's your own business process. In the end, if you don't send them the GLNs, you will have to answer question to the ministry. So you do whatever you do. It's beyond Tatmeen and beyond my scope to answer that question.
The problem is if we didn't sell the items, not on the sales basis, maybe market will, some people will not get the item. Some people, such issues also can arise.
Again, that is an enforcement question, not within my scope as a technology operator.
Okay, and one more thing, if people have GLN and if we shipped, they didn't till maybe after 1 week or 2 weeks, still we are seeing the item ownership is with us itself. They didn't receive, so we have to ask them, force them to receive, right?
So when you ship, right? So when you ship and the item is in transit, now if they have not onboarded, They have a GLN, but they have not onboarded properly, where they've not done the testing and they're not receiving it. That's out of your hands. So, you cannot force them if they're not basically coming online.
So whatever GLN they are giving, we will in our system to that GLN we are giving them the item. But still the item is like if we check in the product verification, it will be active under Gulf Drug. Already we have invoiced them, and we in Tatmeen also we have shipped to them.
Yeah, it's currently basically in product verification. It shows at your location. In essence, it is in transit. We are going to basically look into that particular verification item and change it, and so it shows in transit in future.
Otherwise, it will be confused whether I have shipped it, I have not shipped it. This question can come again and again.
Yeah, so this is only now currently showing in portal, that is not showing in transit. But the reports which MOHAP has access to, they see everything which is in transit, which is at your location, and which is at the destination location. So from their side, from enforcement side, they won't be confused. Just so you know, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Rivati. Thank you. I think the queue is a little bit confusing. So number one here, we have Pratibha. Pratibha, can you please unmute yourself? Pratibha, are you with us? Okay. Chandu.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, we hear you now, Pratibha. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from PDC Drugstores. We are the local distributors.
Okay.
So in the staging, still we are in the testing stage. Our Tatmeen. Hello. We have Indian MAH. So they're also performing the testing. So they have uploaded one CSV file for the testing.
Okay.
Okay. Then they have already done the commissioning. That is already successful for the in the testing stage, and they're in the process of this packing aggregation testing they are doing. So we can, as a local distributor, we have to use the same CSV file for our testing also, or we have to generate other file.
Okay, they have a role and you have a role. Their role is to do the commissioning and aggregation. If they have done that part, then from your side, what you can do is receiving, unpacking, repacking, and then shipping to dispensaries. You don't need to commission again if they have done the commissioning. You don't need to pack again if they have done the packing. You just need to receive it as it is on Tatmeen.
Okay, we have to go to the product transfer and receiving. We have to do.
Correct. Exactly. Yes.
So
and if you are doing any unpacking and repacking, you have also to do it. You can do it either from the functions there, or you can do a CSV file upload if you want. But in your case, probably it's easier to do it directly on the portal.
Actually, we try to do the same file what they submitted, the CSV. We take it from them and we try to submit from here also. But we got the error like it is already exist in your
Exactly. If they have done the commissioning, you cannot commission again the same serial number.
Okay, so it will directly come to our Tatmeen system also because we are the local distributor.
If they have done, what will come to you?
Means that serial numbers, everything what they have.
No, you cannot see it. You cannot see it. Even if you are the licensed agent of, you cannot see it unless they are shipping it to you. Then you can do the product verification to see it on your portal.
Okay, so they have to do the commissioning, then aggregation, that also, and shipping also. Then only
Correct.
I can view. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you need to do receiving, and then once you receive it, then you can do product verification feature. You can use it to see the hierarchy of the shipments, etc.
So for receiving, do I have to enter any file number there to do the receiving?
You can do it on the, if you want to do it on the portal, you can scan the SSCC that they share with you, or you can, what other tools she has for receiving?
So that's all. B2B, if it's basically, she's using B2B, then she has to get the information on the serial numbers, which are shipped to her by the MEH. Otherwise, basically, she can use the product verification physically when she's receiving the products, and then she can basically do the, receiving on portal.
So either you use it, the portal, as you mentioned, or if you have an advanced ERP system that can do B2B connectivity with Tatmeen, then you can connect your system to Tatmeen.
Actually, they are doing manual only, not B2B.
Then you need to use the portal and scan the SSCC items.
Each item we have to scan?
If it is packed in a carton, then you need to scan only the carton. Tatmeen will know what items are inside that carton, that SSCC, and Tatmeen will receive all the serial numbers that are within that SSCC to your location.
See, when you receive it at your location, also after that, anything which you do on those products, on those hierarchies, on those, logistics units, you have to report that to Tatmeen, right? So if you, for example, unpack it, you have to report. If you are repacking them, you have to report. So that's the idea, right? So you in the supply chain are only scanning the parent logistics unit. You don't have to scan each and every single serial number, so to speak.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
And more query, the shipment number we are entering in that CSV file, right? The MEH is entering the CSV file, right?
Okay.
The
Yes.
shipment number. So do you mean that once the import permit and shipment clearance is done, for example, one commercial is coming to entering into UAE. So before they submit the CSV file in the Tatmeen system, we have to clear the import permit and shipment clearance. After clearing that only, I can give the our shipment number to them to enter the file.
You're talking about two things: the import permit that you apply on the ministry website, and the customs clearance that happens when the products arrive to the country. First, you need to apply for the import permit, the shipping permit. You give that, once it's approved, you give that shipping permit number to the MAH, and then the MAH will do the commissioning, and then the product will come to the country, and then you will do customs clearance.
Okay. So the first process will be import permit we have to submit, then shipment clearance we have to clear, then I will give the shipment number to them. Then they will start.
No, you don't do shipping clearance. Shipping clearance is done with customs. When the shipment arrives.
Yeah, I understand. But there are two processes in import permits. We have to submit two import permit. One is the initial.
But that is not called customs clearance. There are two steps. One is the import permit, but that is your intention to bring a shipment, and the second one is the shipping permit. Once you have the aero bill number and the details, two steps in the import clearance. The second one is called the shipping permit, which we are referring to, and that second step is the one that you need to pass it to the MAH.
Okay. So that SHP number I have to give it to the MAH. Then they will start the commissioning and these two steps. Then only I will receive the shipping information in my system.
Yes.
So, for example, if they are in the testing stage only, so for them also they have to clear the testing. Then they have to move to the production stage, right?
Correct. Yes.
Then after that, I should receive the first commercial. Yes. Yeah. And meanwhile, as a local distributor, I should also clear the testing environment, right?
Yes, you need to do the activities or the activities that you will be doing on the live system. So if you are going to do receiving only, then fill the form and say, I will do only receiving and shipping and send it to us. If you are going to do packing, unpacking, which is an activity that we are expecting licensed agents to perform, then also add it to the test file, do the testing and send the file to us.
Okay, if you are doing only shipping, then I have to perform the shipping activity. If I'm unpacking.
Yes, whatever activities you will do on the live system, please do the testing. In some cases, you might be doing the commissioning if the MAH is not going to do it. So that if you are planning to do that or you are going to do that on the live system, please do that as well. Do the testing and add it to the file.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks. Chandu, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi everyone. So good afternoon. So my name, I am from Pharma Solutions team. It's a local distributor in UAE. Earlier, we used the portal for doing all this testing, and currently we are in live using currently portal, Tatmeen portal. So what we are thinking is we want to also initiate the B2B connection. So can we parallelly use the portal and do the testing for B2B?
Sorry, one second. Sorry, Chandu, can you please unmute yourself again?
Yeah.
Chandu, you are on mute. Can you please unmute yourself? I muted everyone because somebody unmuted himself.
Hello. Yeah. Am I
Yes,
audible,
we hear
right?
you. Yeah.
Yeah. So currently we are using portal. What we are also thinking is to initiate the B2B connection. So
You can
in
use the
parallel, can we use-
portal. You can use the portal until your B2B connection is live and running.
Okay, that is not going to impact any other supply chain, right? We
No,
can use
whatever
both parallel.
activity. No, whatever activity you do on the portal, you can do it later on a B2B. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so in initiation of requesting the B2B connection, does POC needs to request the access for the same, or how can a technical user can do the same?
Please refer to the technical guideline. It mentions that you as a SPOC, you need to create a B2B user, and then that B2B user need to register for the API hub, get an API key, and then you can start sending testing messages. Please refer to the guidelines. It's all explained there.
Okay, okay, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks. Do you Derm? Can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, I just want to ask regarding how it will works for medical clinic. We are dermatology clinic only and we are purchasing from supplier. Like we are using Botox and derma fillers.
Okay, for clinics, if you refer to the website, tatmeen.ae, onboarding journey, on the rightmost, there is the FAQ document. In that document, one of the questions explains the role of each one of you. But to brief you, you as a dispensary, if you are
Again, sir?
if you are using conventional medicine or biological medicine, then Tatmeen will apply to you, and you need to get a GLN, start receiving products to your GLN, and once you give it to any of your patients, you need to dispense it. Once you open the secondary pack, you need to scan it and mention that this was dispensed. This is your role on Tatmeen, and it is clearly explained in the FAQ document.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
May? Sorry, Tawsif, you're with us again. You have your hand up again. Do you have a question? Tawsif? Okay. Mais, can you please unmute yourself? Mais Sayed?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. Yes, we hear
Hello,
you.
everyone. Please, I want to ask about the production stage. We are at the production stage. We created a B2B user and we received the email to register and do the password. And now after that, are we expecting another email for the production and going to the API creation, or there is a link that I'm missing?
Yes, Mais, whatever you have done on staging, you have to do it again on production. So you need to create a B2B user, go to the API Hub, the live also. There is API Hub staging and there is the API Hub live. You need to go to the API Hub live, register, get an API key, and start using the live system.
Okay. Do you mind just share the API Hub link on the chat?
Sure, I will share it now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I think this is it for our call today. Thank you everyone who joined us and thank you for your questions. We will share the video recording with you after this call. Within 24 hours, hopefully, we will upload it to YouTube and share the link with you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.